When I was 16, my own mother kicked me out so she could focus on her real family. She said her new kids deserve her love and money more than I ever did. Years later, when she found out I was successful, she came begging me to pay for their college. She got her answer, but not the one she expected. If you've ever been underestimated or pushed aside, smash that like button and hit subscribe. Because this story, it's for you. Comment justice served. If you think some people only learn when the tables turn, let's get into it. To truly understand the revenge, you need to know how deep the betrayal ran. My mom had me when she was 20. My biological dad dipped the moment she told him she was pregnant. She didn't chase child support. She told me she didn't want anything from him. Fair enough. She raised me alone, and for a while, I thought that made us closer. I grew up watching her grind. She finished school, worked full-time, and leaned heavily on my grandparents, her parents, for help. They were my rocks growing up. Stable, kind, present. But everything shifted when Harry entered the picture. She met Harry when I was 8. A quiet guy, worked in tech like her. He wasn't mean, just emotionally sterile. We coexisted more than we connected. But my mom loved him, or at least she acted like she did. They dated for years before marrying. By then, I'd already noticed a change. She was pulling away. Conversations got shorter. Her patience thinner. Birthday cards became generic. Hugs? Rare. It wasn't one big moment. It was a slow drip of silence. Then, when I was 12, she got pregnant. Twins. I thought, maybe this will bring us together. I even painted the nursery, helped clean, offered to run errands. But the more I tried to be part of the family, the more she recoiled. Her eyes were colder. Her smiles disappeared. If I even breathed too loud, she'd snap. Then came the moment I'll never forget. I had just turned 16 when she and Harry sat me down in the living room. No cake, no celebration, just the end. Listen, she began, looking at Harry for support. We can't keep supporting everyone. Harry chimed in. With the twins, the expenses, daycare, food, it's too much. I blinked. But we've been fine. You both work. She interrupted. They deserve more. You're almost an adult. You can figure things out. She didn't say I was a burden. She said I wasn't worth the resources, that I was less deserving than the babies. Those words burned. I tried everything. I offered to get a job, help with bills, do more chores. She looked me dead in the eyes and said, they deserve to stay here more than you do. Not need, deserve. I packed my bags that night. She didn't even tell me where to go. Just opened the door and walked away. I went to the only place I could, my grandparents. They were furious when I told them, but they still loved my mom. They couldn't cut her off, especially not with newborns involved. So they played both sides, sheltering me while still visiting her on Sundays like nothing happened. I was just the ghost in the corner. At 16, I got a part-time job stocking shelves. I couldn't rely on my grandparents forever. They were aging, tired, and already doing too much. I juggled school and work, learned to make instant noodles 5 different ways, and told myself, I'll never need her again. They'd visit my grandparents sometimes, my mom and Harry and the twins. When they did, I'd hide in my room or step out. She never asked about me, never knocked on my door. If we made eye contact, it was like seeing a stranger. No warmth, no regret, just indifference. When I graduated high school, she didn't show. No card, no text. I got into a state university, but had no money. My grandparents couldn't co-sign a loan, too risky at their age. My mom refused. We're saving for the twins, she said flatly. So one of my uncles stepped in. On one condition, I promised to never default. I didn't. I worked 2 jobs, one at the library, one doing freelance coding online. I barely slept, but I stayed afloat. I didn't just study. I hustled. Every class, every project. I poured myself into it. I couldn't afford to fail. Graduation came. I walked the stage with honors. Only my grandparents were there. No applause from the woman, who gave birth to me. And you know what? That was the moment I stopped missing her. After college, I launched a small tech consulting company. It wasn't glamorous at first, just me in a shared workspace, debugging code and offering web services. But I was relentless. Clients grew. So did the money. Within 3 years, I had a team of 6 and a steady flow of contracts. By year 5, we cracked 6 figures in annual revenue. I moved my grandparents into a nicer home and paid off their mortgage. My name started popping up in local startup features. LinkedIn buzzed. Former classmates reached out, and eventually, so did she. The email came first. Subject line, "Proud of you." I stared at it for a full minute. Then I opened it. "Hey, I saw your company is doing so well. So proud of you. The twins are finishing high school soon, and we're trying to help them apply to colleges. But tuition's so expensive these days. We were wondering if you could help out." "No, sorry. No, how have you been?" Just a massed handout request. I didn't reply. 2 days later, she called. I let it go to voicemail. Her tone was sweet, like the past never happened. "We just thought, since you've made it so far, maybe you could help your siblings. It would mean so much." I laughed out loud. She needed me. The same woman who told me I didn't deserve to stay in her house now thought I should pay for her other children's education? I waited a week, then sent a single message. "I work for everything I have without your help. You made your choice when you kicked me out. Support your children the way you refuse to support me. Best of luck." She replied once. Something bitter about family and being ungrateful. I blocked her. It's funny, isn't it? How people treat you like trash when they think you're worthless, then suddenly remember your family when they see your success. I never wanted revenge. I just wanted peace. But the moment I hit send on that message, I felt something even better than closure. I felt powerful. Not because I denied her, but because I didn't need her anymore. She had erased me from her life long ago. I just made it official. Life has a strange way of showing you who truly loves you, and who only loves what you can give them. Never forget who showed up when you had nothing. Sometimes the best revenge is thriving silently. If you felt that, hit that like button, and make sure to subscribe for more stories where justice finds its way home. Share your thoughts in the comments. What would you have done if your mom came crawling back like that? And hey, if you've ever been counted out, remember, success speaks louder than apologies.